The Making Freedom Digital Curriculum project is based on the primary source sourcebook series called Making Freedom: African Americans in U.S. History. Let's take a closer look at some Making Freedom sourcebook lessons and the topics, teaching strategies, and resources that it offers teachers and students. By addressing African American history with care and expertise, Making Freedom lays the groundwork for teachers to provide culturally affirming and civically significant opportunities for student learning. The context essays ensure that teachers have the information they need to teach the material in a format that is most useful and relevant for their own students. Each lesson is multidimensional, promoting student inquiry, discovery, and investment in learning. Making Freedom uses primary sources that bring history to life and illuminate the ways in which African American agency has influenced American thought and cultural expression. Let's take a closer look at some examples of the Making Freedom lessons. One of the earliest accounts of slavery in America is that of Alauda Equiano, a formerly enslaved African seaman and merchant who was captured in West Africa as a boy in the 1700s and was bought and sold many times before purchasing his own freedom. Students learn that the experience of slavery varied over time, depending on specific circumstances, and that Black abolitionist activity occurred as early as the 18th century. Benjamin Banneker, one of the first African Americans to gain distinction in science and mathematics, corresponded with Thomas Jefferson in 1791, challenging Jefferson's belief in the inferiority of Black people. This correspondence inspires students because Banneker speaks truth to power, defending Black people against racial stereotypes, and placing African American agency within the context of well-known figures like Thomas Jefferson. Maps of the Underground Railroad give students a more thorough understanding of slavery and abolition. Students develop a deeper knowledge of this history and its geography by exploring the stories of both Black and white people who were active in the anti-slavery movement, and develop a more nuanced appreciation for the meaning of agency of Black people and their white supporters. African American men were guaranteed the right to vote after the Civil War, and students learn why and how by reading primary sources closely and thinking critically about historical images. Students assess the meaning of symbols and reflect on the right to vote as an enduring problem, exploring dimensions of suffrage in American history while gaining insights into political activism and involvement in politics. Students explore the writings of some of the most noted leaders of the civil rights movement, including Ella J. Baker, one of the few women to achieve stature as a thought leader of the movement. Often overlooked, Baker worked behind the scenes as a proponent of grassroots organizing and advocacy by the oppressed for their rights. The creation of new lessons for the Making Freedom Digital Curriculum project will bring this resource up to date from 1970 to the present, thus meeting the demand for a curriculum that highlights Black voices and experiences in our nation's recent history. Making Freedom offers teachers an unparalleled opportunity to help their students understand the past and its relevance today. With this project, we will disseminate the resources digitally so more teachers can access them and their students will gain a deeper understanding that African American history is our collective American history. We need your engagement and support to complete the Making Freedom Digital Curriculum project. Please contact us today for more information about how you can make this a reality for teachers and students.